What's up, Juventini? With the Mercato Madness well underway, we come down to crunch time, the final days, and now there is a flurry of activity and sending mixed feelings through the fan base as we have a big welcoming for Koopmeiners, but we also say goodbye to Fede Chiesa as he heads to England. All right, we'll look at the details there, and do we get that final piece of the puzzle, Jadon Sancho? The push is well on as we are in crunch time, the final days of the window. We'll look at the details there, and then all the players Juventus is trying to wrap up as they look to tie these loose ends before the Mercato closes, and we could be saying goodbye to several pieces. All right, let's look at it all together right now. I'm Berto. This is the AJC channel dedicated to Juventus. It's August 28th. Let's rock with the news. All right, so Koopmeiners finally arrives. All right, so we have several sagas coming to an end, potentially another one ending very soon, but the first one is Koopmeiners, and you could see through the videos and the photos just how happy he is to land and arrive in Turin. All right, and the rumors suggest he is set to take on the number 8 for Juventus. This bit of news that came out yesterday gave some fans this thought that maybe, just maybe, if he's not taking the 7 he wore at Atalanta, does that give Chiesa a shot at reintegration? Is he potentially staying? Well, no, it is a done deal for Fede Chiesa. He is on his way to Liverpool, all right? 4-year contract there for 7 million per season base before add-ons, all right? Juve set to see 13 million euros plus add-ons, all right? So we get a big-time hello, and for the fan base, a big-time goodbye. That was anticipated for quite some time, and here you go. As far as where he stood with us financially, he was just shy of the 7 million mark after bonuses, all right? So now he gets 7 million as a base plus add-ons, all right? But the competition for starting minutes there is going to be very, very tight, all right? And for me, hey, if we're going to talk about mixed feelings, for me, there really isn't any. We've got the coverage more than enough in the attack, in my personal opinion, and I still feel like it would have been best for Chiesa to take that shot on himself in Motta's system where wingers seem to thrive. All right, so I think it was a very short-sighted view from him and his entourage. However, you can't fault a guy for taking the money he wanted for the terms that he got. All right, so he's happy, we're happy, everybody wins, right? Well, you let me know in the comments on this video, all right? What do you think about the Chiesa goodbye to Liverpool? Hey, if it was a free deal, if he was ready to walk for free, I'd take a deal. If it was Inter, if it was Liverpool, they're both scum, so what's the difference, all right? But you let me know in the comments. Now, Juve continues to push Jadon Sancho, all right? This thing is going to potentially go to the wire, but apparently the offer has been in since Sunday from Juventus. It is a loan with a portion of the salary being looked after by Manchester United, and Juventus awaits the response from Man U, all right? But these discussions are going to be hot and heavy until this window closes. Will we land that final puzzle piece for Giuntoli and Juventus? Some of us are looking at Sancho as being this cherry on top. Others are thinking, no, bring him in 100% for even more depth and another strong player up in attack. All right, for me personally, I'm not gonna lie, if this thing becomes obligation for Sancho, I have no problems backing out and maybe picking up another piece like a Vice Vlahovic to wrap up the Mercato, all right? But Sancho, do you think he's coming? Let me know in the comments, all right? Now, lost in all of this news was the welcoming of Kulu as he went through his presentation today, all right? And it went much better than his onboarding, all right, as he had very positive things to say about the energy he feels being here, excited to be in front of the home fans, and excited to be part of Motta's project after discussing with him and liking how Motta's teams play and approach the game, and he feels he could be a good contributor through this season. Hey, let's hope for the best, all right? Now we get to some outgoing moves as Juve is going to do everything in their power to tie up these loose ends. All right, Kostic. The deal to Fiorentina has broken down, all right? So now Juve is reaching out to everyone that had interest in the player to see if they can work something out. Southampton seems to be the most advanced, but they're looking at loan with option, while Juve is pushing for a type of obligation, probably even willing to go down in the price just to get that obligation to say a final goodbye. Stuttgart and Crystal Palace also hanging around in the background, but that's the latest on Kostic, all right? Luis Hassa, almost a deal with Frosinone. However, the player has not agreed. There is no agreement between the player and Frosinone. The more things go on with Luis Hassa, starting to get vibes. This guy is very, very tough to deal with from a player perspective, all right? And at that age and at where he is in his career, that's not always a good look, all right? But Juve continues to push, and even his agents apparently trying to push for this move to Frosinone. So let's see what happens there with Luis Hassa. De Sciglio, done deal to Empoli, all right? 2025 contract there for him with an option to 2026. Wild. The first hologram ever signed by a team. I still don't believe De Sciglio is real, all right? So Facundo Gonzalez, done. Medicals set today with Feyenoord. He is going to be moving on for a 1-year loan, and then it is around a €6 million obligation to purchase, all right? And then when it comes to Arthur Melo, things starting to pick up around Saudi Arabian clubs. Let's see if we can wrap that one up, all right? Again, Kostic and Arthur, if Giuntoli can find finalized moves and say goodbye finally to those players, I think we should build the statue outside Allianz Stadium, all right? But that is your news break to today. You know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the AJC, all right, and join our army. But my favorite part, let's mix it up in the comments. Do you have mixed feelings about the goodbye to Fede Chiesa? I don't, but let me know what you think, all right? How do you feel about finally seeing Koopmeiners and that saga end, and now him arriving at Continasa and Sancho? You think he's coming? Let's mix it up, everybody. I'm back tomorrow, as always, with another edition. Till then, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.